Hey everybody, welcome again to another unboxing. I'm Jared with Meeple Mentor. Today I just got this in the mail, big box. I believe this is the Feudum Kickstarter. So let's open it up and take a look at what's inside. So this is their latest Kickstarter. So I see right on top, this looks to be the Rudders and Ramparts expansion, which a lot of you are waiting for. I see Alter Ego right here. Ta-da! What else we got? We've got a little note from Quartermaster Logistics, of course. There's a concise compendium of the Royal Writs. I see a play mat, which I ordered. There's a few extra little things here included. Let me get it all out on the table. There's the lid to the playmat tube. Okay, that looks to be everything in the box, so that we can see what we have here. Alright, let's go with the smallest stuff first. So here we have, looks to be a miniature. It is a windmill that looks really nice, if you can see that. And it actually spins, but it's very delicate. So I gotta be real careful with that. Probably keep that with its little, cardboard here. Don't want it getting messed up. It's got a little rubber band here. Double tie that. Alright. That's fun. We've got 3 metal and gold. Yep, this is metal. The Deluxe Royal Guards is what the tag says. So if you can hear that. It's very weighted. Feels really nice. And these are the same size as the tokens in the regular game. Alright. Next I see some Alter Ego cards. It says these are fixed Alter Ego cards. So this probably goes in with this expansion to replace, perhaps, some misprinted cards. I'm not really sure how that works. Looks like there's one for each player color, at least. Okay. So the Conquer card, it's new and different, but I can't tell you right now what's exactly different, but they look like this, so you can see. Alright, so I'll make sure to include those when I play Alter Ego. I see a metal stand. I believe this goes with one of the airships that comes with the new expansion, and you can see on top it's got an engraving right there of the airship. And again, this is metal, it's weighted, feels very nice. And it's about, I don't know, 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches tall. Inside here, I believe these are replacement tokens. Yep, these are deluxe wooden pieces. So these are wooden, let's see, these are the targets for certain landscapes. You can see that. They feel nice, very good component quality. We've got separate baggies for, it looks like, the different numbered bead tokens. So these are the +4, +5 beads. Those are the 2-sided ones. Got these. So +3s in here. And of course you have the king seal sides. Okay. And here, got some more tokens. Alright. So that completes that. Let's look real quickly here at the Royal Writ Compendium. I think this will be helpful when people get, you know, those new royal cards and whatnot and try to figure out what they do. I think that's the point of this particular rule book. So as you can see, it shows these various cards and then these on the back. Okay. So I'll keep that in with the rules, with the base game. I have Alter Ego. So this is a new expansion for me, but not necessarily brand new with this Kickstarter. But I'm excited to try it out. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, good quality box, just like the rest of their game. Okay, we've got some rule books in different languages. Cool. Okay, and inside, there's a little baggie. There's a token for the, I think that's an epoch marker, and some cards. So there's a deck of cards. There's an image on the inside here of the behemoth crawling around, and I don't hear anything underneath, but I do want to check just because, you know. Is there anything below this? No, there's not. Okay. Cool. So basically this expansion adds a deck of cards, or new cards to use during the game. Otherwise, don't really seem to need the box because there's not that much to really hold. But you definitely want to make sure to keep the rule book. Okay. Okay, so let's take a quick look at these cards that came with Alter Ego. If I can find where to open it. On the side, perhaps. Let's just use a knife. Yeah. Alright, let's take a look. See what kind of new cards we are getting to replace the regular cards. So, yep. I'll hold these a little closer so you can see. I'd have to take a real close look at the card differences from the base game to see what all the differences are, but I will be happy to look for it, and we'll see what happens. And of course we have the replacement cards, so I'll keep that upside down, so make sure I remember to switch those out. And we have a play mat that is a neoprene mat, I believe. Let's take a look here. Let's set this aside for a minute and get us some room. Yep, definitely looks and feels nice. One thing I do like about this mat, I mean, first of all, it's a nice etched, it's got a stitching on the outside, which is good, keeping it together. It's a nice neoprene mat. They added a 6th player's wine barrel, which is down here in the corner, because if you've played the regular game, the standard board doesn't have a place for the 6th player that you might have obtained with an expansion. So this does include it, and it looks just to be a little bit larger as far as the artwork goes, so it's a little easier to see some of the pathways here, like the airway that the airships take, and I can see the water paths much clearer, and even the bubbles kind of over here on the sides definitely look clearer than the basic board game, the basic board. So I'm very excited to have this playmat. It is just beautiful to look at, honestly. So, but that's just the quality of the game in general, and you already know that if you've played Feudum. It is a nice looking game. So, last but not least is the newest expansion that just came out and came to everybody. Now, you had an option to get, I think, up to like 3 of these because it adds, each box adds one new ship type miniature. And so you could either get, just the one and they can be special and have special rules, or you could get 3 copies of this and just replace all of them just for the aesthetics of it. So this little sleeve cover is nice. It's kind of shows the fish kind of popping his head out. Let me try to slip this open here. Okay, set that aside. We have Feudum, Rudders and Ramparts. So let's take a quick look. It's a little smaller box, about half the size of Alter Ego. Of course, we have rulebook, and within are some of the new cards added. That's good to see. We have a new token. So this token is for the 6th player. If you just want to use the regular board, then this token can be placed right on top of the board for that 6th player. Placed right on top of the board for that 6th player. If you didn't get the playmat like I did. I see a card right on top. I think this is a one of the promos, and it's actually got an interesting kind of finish on it, if you can see. I believe the way this card works is the Lonely Island, which is you're able to move to it with 2 movement spaces, and it can be connected via any transportation path, like the airboat, a submarine, or the water ship. So from any port you can get to this, and then later, or part of a long movement, another 2 movement points, you can leave this island to any other port on the board. So it's a pretty useful card for just movement and getting around the board. So I'm glad that that's there. We have a mat, so that's cool. I'm not sure if this is just a place to stand up the miniatures on. I don't know how that works. Let's take a look. Okay, get this open. Okay, so let's open this. And I'm sorry for a lot of the background noise. There's a lot of motorcycles in the neighborhood today for some reason. So right on top, I'm seeing 3 more of these metal gold tokens. I'm seeing another of the standee metal token for the flying ship. I'm not really sure then why my copy came with extras, but hey, who knows? Yeah, okay, so we've got the special fortresses, which are nicely painted, nice little miniatures. They can go on the board, and there's a spot inside that you can actually put the Feudum markers right on top, so you can see which Feudum that these are. So there's 3 of these. They all look rather nice, nicely painted. And here's the 3rd one. I'm very excited to use these in my game. So here we have the Submarine. I'll kind of rotate this around for you to see everything. These are painted. They feel metal, but I'm not really sure. It could be just the finish of the paint and wooden pieces. But they're large enough so that your cube can actually fit right inside when you're playing the game, and you can move right along with it. Here's the airship. So take a look at that. It is very nice. It feels like I need to be delicate with this. Not that it's going to break necessarily easily, but it definitely feels like if I'm not gentle, like some of these wings and extraneous parts could, break. But I like how there's an opening here on the side that you can actually fit, your die into and be able to travel around like that. That's that. And then we have the actual ship itself. This is for the ship routes along the board, and there's a nice square indentation to place the cubes, your pawns on. All very nice paint job work here. Looks very nice. Good place for it here. We've got some more golden tokens, but in this case, these are actually just painted wood. These aren't metal. I'm not sure if there's a difference for using the metal ones or the wood ones because I haven't read all the rules on it yet, on how it works. And at the bottom, there's some extra cards. Okay, let's open this up. So these are rules in various languages. Okay, I think there's only one English one. That's fine. So Rudders and Ramparts use the castles and vessels purely for decoration or to play this military variant. Upon acquiring a vessel tile, you may pay 1 shilling to replace it with a deluxe vessel. Remove tile from play. Upon ruling a feudum, you may pay 1 shilling to add a castle and 1 royal guard marker as a subject. If you already have a subject there, replace it with the royal guard and retrieve your subject. A castle with royal guard earns you +1 in feudum defense, while a deluxe vessel earns you +1 attack. At the dawn of each epoch, you must pay an upkeep fee of 1 shilling for each deluxe vessel and or castle that you possess. If you cannot pay upkeep, replace the deluxe vessel with the original tile and or return the castle and royal guard to the general supply. Subjects previously replaced by royal guards do not return. Royal guards may not be targeted by a noble's Star of the People ability. Players boarding an abandoned deluxe vessel need only pay upkeep. Okay, so there you go. That's that. They give you additional attack or defense. And just to make sure, nope. So there's nothing in the bottom of this. So I am very excited to receive this expansion, and I will go ahead and say that yes, this mat here is just to hold all the stuff to the side of the game. Very excited to have it and play it with my next game of Feudum. So I'm very excited. Hey, sorry about that. Unfortunately, my A camera died and ran out of storage, actually. So I wanted to make sure that I captured this and put it in the video for you. That next month, I have an announcement. Next month in March, Feudum, I'm going to place a lore video on the channel that I've done that's going to cover the story of Feudum as it's told through the various expansions to date. So look for that. It's a really interesting story if you haven't read about it or heard about it. There's going to be some voice acting in there, just a little bit. But I hope you guys enjoy that and stick around. Make sure to like and subscribe the video if you found it interesting, and make sure to hit the notification bell to be notified whenever that lore video does hit. So thanks again for watching, and I've been Jared with Meeple Mentor. See you next time.